What's going on, everyone? This is Dom, and today we're looking at a solid smartphone option for those on a tight budget. This is ZTE's Warp 7, and it may not have all of the bells and whistles you'll find on modern flagships, but for 99 bucks, it's a pretty decent offering. But before we get into the meat and potatoes of everything, I'd like to give a huge thanks to ZTE for making this video possible, and stick around until the end because I got a little surprise for you. As far as specs go, this phone is rocking a 1.2 GHz quad-core Snapdragon 410 processor, 2 GB of RAM, 16 GB of storage with micro SD card expansion, and a removable 3080 mAh battery. Around the front, we have a 5.5-inch 720p IPS display covered by Gorilla Glass 3, and although it doesn't pack an insane pixel density, it's crisp and colorful nonetheless. Below that display, you'll find a few capacitive navigation buttons as well. Now, unfortunately, it's not equipped with NFC or a fingerprint sensor, but it does pack a USB Type-C port with Quick Charge 2.0 to keep things relevant. When it comes to build quality, there's nothing special here, but it maintains a solid feeling in the hand, and it's made up from plastic, which wouldn't be my first choice of materials, but at the same time, I think that can be forgiven with the price point here. The phone doesn't feel amazing, but it doesn't feel cheap either. The removable back cover feels pretty awesome though, something that's kind of hard to explain, but I really dig it. Even the metallic looking frame is plastic, but again, price point is key. By no means is this the best built budget smartphone though, but it does hold its own. There's also a small speaker on the backside as well that, to my surprise, was quite loud. On the software side of things, the Warp 7 is running Android Marshmallow with a very light skin. So light, it's even hard to call it a skin. I mean, there's just a few custom options here and there from ZTE, but mostly this is a stock build, which I'm definitely a fan of. Taking specs into consideration, the phone is pretty smooth as well, and I only ran into a few hiccups here and there, but nothing abnormal, even when compared to more premium smartphones like the Axon 7. There's not really a lot special about the software experience. Everything is clean and simple, and if you want to change it up with a custom launcher or an icon pack, you're not throwing bloat on top of bloat, which is always a good thing. Another dose of good news is that the camera is actually surprising. The Warp 7 packs a 13 megapixel shooter around the backside that tops out at 1080p video recording. Nothing like you'll find on top tier devices, but I was impressed for the money here. Photos are mostly true to life, but sometimes lack vibrancy. Other than that, I've been happy with camera performance, but if you want to examine these photos for yourself, I will leave a full resolution gallery below for you. There's also a pro mode here as well, which is great for adjusting things like ISO, white balance, and more, but good old auto mode was sufficient enough for me to snap some nice photos. As for battery life, well, it's hard to say for sure right now. Like I said, there's a 3080 mAh battery inside, which has held up for me over the past couple of days with about 4.5 hours of screen on time, but I've yet to experience the long-term effects with the processor and everything involved here. The good news is the Warp 7 does feature Quick Charge 2.0 as well, which makes it easy to top off quickly when it's low on power. In reality though, this is a $99 smartphone that packs a punch for the money. The build quality is just decent, but the camera makes up for it in some ways. The battery life is acceptable, and the display is bright and clean. The major downside here is that it's only available on Boost Mobile. So nothing against the carrier, but I'd love to see an unlocked version of this phone. Here's the fun part though. If you want to enter to win a Warp 7 for yourself, ZTE hooked me up with 2 of them to give away. All you have to do is leave this video a like, let me know what your favorite feature here is, and make sure that you're subscribed to my channel. I'll announce the winners in 2 weeks from today's date on my social network accounts, so make sure that you're following me on the ones linked below. All the rules and everything you need are listed below as well. Good luck, and thank you very much for watching, everyone. This is Dom, and I'll catch you in the next video.